Title: Becoming Unshakable. Mastering Inner Peace, Jordan Peterson Psychology. Inspirational. Self-healing in a world that thrives on noise, conflict, and constant comparison. How do you become the person who stands firm amidst the storm? How do you cultivate an inner world so grounded, so resilient, that no criticism, no chaos, and no external force can shake your peace? Jordan Peterson, a man who has inspired millions through his profound insights into human psychology, often speaks about the power of mastering oneself before attempting to change the world. In truth, the battle for peace is not out there, it is within. And unless you win that battle, the outside world will always have the power to dictate your emotional state. Today, we dive deep into the psychological and emotional journey of becoming unshakable. We'll explore why so many people feel lost in the noise of modern life. And more importantly, we'll outline a clear path rooted in self-awareness, discipline, and purposeful living that you can apply right now to reclaim your inner sanctuary. 1. The root cause: why inner peace is so rare in modern life. Most people live in a constant state of distraction. Social media, 24/7 news cycles, and a culture obsessed with external validation have created an environment where silence feels uncomfortable and self-reflection is avoided. The modern mind is fragmented, pulled in 1,000 directions, leaving individuals emotionally exhausted and mentally vulnerable. But why is it so hard to find peace? Peterson often emphasizes that chaos is the natural state of life. Order, discipline, and clarity are things you must deliberately create. If you don't have a clear framework for understanding who you are, what you value, and where you're going, life's external forces will sweep you away. The root cause of inner turmoil isn't the world, it's a lack of inner structure. Without a well-defined hierarchy of values and a disciplined approach to living, you are at the mercy of external events. 2. Self-awareness. The foundation of inner fortitude. Before you can master inner peace, you must first face yourself. That means confronting your weaknesses, acknowledging your fears, and accepting the uncomfortable truths about your character. Peterson often challenges his audience with a simple yet powerful question: what are you pretending not to know about yourself? The journey to becoming unshakable begins with brutal honesty. You must observe your reactions, your emotional triggers, and your patterns of thought. Only when you understand how your mind operates can you begin to take control of it. Start by setting aside 10 minutes a day for silent self-reflection. No phones, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Write down what disturbs you the most and ask why. This practice alone will begin to unveil the hidden scripts running your life. 3. Discipline. Over mood. Building psychological resilience, inner peace, is not a feeling that happens by chance. It's a byproduct of disciplined living. When life becomes chaotic, most people react emotionally. But Peterson teaches that discipline is the antidote to emotional chaos. If you only act when you feel motivated, you surrender your life to fleeting emotions. Discipline, however, is a choice that stands independent of how you feel in the moment. Start with small, daily disciplines. Make your bed, organize your workspace, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. These seemingly trivial acts are powerful because they signal to your brain that you are in control. They create a foundation of order that builds resilience against external turmoil. The more structure you bring to your daily life, the less power chaos holds over you. 4. Purpose. The anchor that grounds you. A person with a clear purpose is not easily swayed. When you know what you stand for and why you are here, the opinions of others lose their grip on your psyche. Peterson often points out that meaning is not found, it is created. You must voluntarily shoulder responsibility, strive towards goals that matter, and accept that life is suffering, but meaningful suffering is what transforms it into something beautiful. Ask yourself, what problems am I willing to bear? What contribution do I want to make to the world? Your answers will become the compass that navigates you through life's storms. 5. Emotional detachment. The art of observing without absorbing, becoming unshakable, doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means you master the art of observing your emotions without being controlled by them. Mindfulness, meditation, journaling, and breathing exercises are powerful tools to cultivate this detachment. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe deeply and observe the emotion as if it were a passing cloud. Peterson teaches that the goal is not to eliminate fear, anger, or sadness, but to integrate them into a higher order of understanding. When you can witness your emotions without judgment, they lose their power to destabilize you. 6. The environment of peace. Creating a sanctuary in your daily life, your environment reflects and reinforces your inner state. Cluttered spaces, toxic relationships, and chaotic routines amplify inner unrest. Take a hard look at your environment. Is it nurturing your peace or draining your energy? Begin simplifying. Remove unnecessary possessions. Limit your exposure to negative media. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you constructively. Design a daily routine that prioritizes quiet time for reading, reflection, and physical activity. Peterson emphasizes the importance of cleaning your room not just as a literal act, but as a metaphor for bringing order to your life. Point 7. Applying it at home. Practical steps to start today to master inner peace. You don't need to retreat to a monastery. You can start right where you are. Morning ritual. Begin each day with 10 minutes of silence, followed by journaling one thing you're grateful for and one challenge you aim to face with courage. Micro disciplines. Commit to 3 small disciplines daily: making your bed, drinking water first thing in the morning, and organizing one corner of your living space. Digital boundaries. Allocate specific times for checking emails and social media. Outside of those windows, stay unplugged. Evening reflection. End each day by reflecting on what you did well, where you faltered, and how you will improve tomorrow. Small, consistent actions compound into a fortress of inner strength. Conclusion. The unshakable mind is built, not found. Inner peace is not a mystical state reserved for the few. It's a disciplined, deliberate creation. Jordan Peterson's teachings remind us that life is suffering, but through self-awareness, purposeful discipline, and the courage to confront chaos head-on, we can forge a mind that remains unshaken. You don't need to silence the world. You need to master your response to it. So start today. Reclaim your inner sanctuary. Become the person who walks through the storm, not because the storm ceases, but because you no longer allow it to dictate who you are. If this message resonates with you and you're ready to take control of your inner world, I invite you to support Awaken Mindset. Subscribe, share, and join a community of individuals committed to mastering themselves and living with unshakable peace. Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more people who are calm, grounded, and quietly powerful.